A 74-year-old man collapsed in his bathroom. No stroke, no heart attack. His heart was still beating, but his blood wasn't moving. The cause? Not a disease, not a medication, but something he'd done for over 50 years. Something he thought was harmless: masturbation. But the danger wasn't in the act itself, it was in how he'd been doing it. The private habits no one warned him about. Habits that, once harmless in youth, had turned into silent threats after 62. I'm Dr. Mohit Khera. For over 6 decades, I've helped older men protect their circulation, restore their confidence, and reconnect with intimacy without pills, shame, or risky procedures. And if there's one thing I've seen time and time again, it's this. Most men have no idea how their masturbation habits are affecting their bodies as they age. What once felt like routine release is now triggering real damage because the older male body is different. Veins weaken, nitric oxide declines, and every small habit starts to echo louder in the body's fragile systems. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 specific masturbation mistakes that can block blood flow, dull your sensitivity, and accelerate aging in the male body, especially after 62. And stick around because the 4th mistake is something 9 out of 10 older men do without thinking, and it may be the real reason your circulation is failing where it matters most. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip that protects your health, your intimacy, and your strength. And if this message already feels personal, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. If not, type 0. I'm listening. Let's start with the first mistake. It's one I see in almost every man I treat, and it happens so quietly, most don't even realize it's a problem. Mistake number 1: rushing the act, triggering vascular panic. I've had tough men, retired Marines, business leaders, quiet grandfathers look me in the eye and say, "Doc, I just needed a quick release." But quick isn't harmless when you're over 62. When you rush masturbation, your body treats it like a sprint. Heart rate spikes. Blood vessels in the pelvis constrict and dilate rapidly. But with age, your arteries lose elasticity. Your nitric oxide, the molecule that keeps vessels open, has declined. And these rapid surges, they're no longer manageable. They damage. What you're doing unintentionally is creating vascular panic. Tiny traumas form in the veins, especially in the penis. Over time, you start to feel it. Less sensitivity, weaker erections, reduced warmth, slower response. You think it's age. It's not. It's how you're treating your body in the most private moments. This isn't about shame. It's about physiology. Your nervous system hears your rush as stress. It tightens blood flow, suppresses arousal, and chips away at the trust you once had in your body. And that mistrust spills into everything: sleep, self-esteem, connection. I tell my patients all the time, how you treat your body in private affects how you show up in public. Intimacy is not about speed, it's about presence, breath, and flow. But even men who slow down often miss the second mistake, one that's even more subtle. Mistake number 2: clenching the pelvis, forgetting to breathe. Here's what I see in almost every older man who walks into my clinic. During arousal, their shoulders rise, their abs tighten, and their pelvic floor clenches like a fist. Most of them are holding their breath. And that breath holding, that tension, it's cutting off your blood flow at the source. The penis is one of the most blood-sensitive organs in your body. It thrives on calm, rhythmic, oxygen-rich circulation. Not tension, not pressure. When you hold your breath or clench your muscles, you choke the very system you're trying to energize. Your arteries constrict. Nitric oxide plummets. The nervous system moves into brace mode instead of release mode. Over time, that tension becomes habitual. That habit becomes dysfunction. You're training your body to treat pleasure like a threat, and your circulation suffers. I've asked patients mid conversation, "Were you holding your breath?" Their eyes widen. They nod. No one had ever told them the simple truth. Breathing deeply and relaxing your pelvis is just as essential to healthy intimacy as testosterone. Your body doesn't want control, it wants cooperation. Let it flow, but even if you get that right, there's another hidden mistake that drains your strength every day without you even knowing it. Mistake number 3: daily masturbation without recovery, draining your libido. For many older men, masturbation becomes a daily ritual, a stress reliever, a comfort, a moment of control. But after 62, your body needs something it didn't before: rest. Your testosterone doesn't rebound like it used to. Your blood vessels don't recover overnight. When you repeat stimulation every single day, or worse, multiple times, you're not just relieving tension, you're draining your internal resources. Nitric oxide, dopamine, and emotional arousal all have limits, and when they're overdrawn, you begin to feel it: numbness, a tired pelvic region, less interest in real intimacy, more disconnection. One patient told me, "Doc, I do it every day, but I feel nothing now." His body wasn't broken, it was simply depleted. This isn't about abstinence, it's about rhythm. Give your body time to heal. Give your desire time to return. Otherwise, you're not just dulling your edge, you're slowly turning off the very system that makes intimacy possible. But even when the frequency is healthy, there's one last mistake, one that bypasses your body and attacks the command center directly: your brain. Mistake number 4: using porn that hijacks your brain and starves real intimacy. This is the toughest conversation I have with older men, not because of guilt, but because of what it reveals: loneliness. Modern pornography isn't what it was 40 or 50 years ago. It's fast, extreme, and designed to hijack the brain's reward system. Over time, your dopamine receptors dull. Your arousal shifts to fantasy. Your real life connections start to feel flat, inadequate, even invisible. Men come into my office and say, "Doc, I don't feel anything when I'm with my wife." And I tell them, "You're not broken, you're conditioned. Artificial stimulation rewires your brain. And that rewiring has consequences. The brain triggers blood flow. If your brain is numb, your blood won't move. Erections fail. Desire fades. And worst of all, the emotional capacity for closeness shrinks." But here's the good news: you can rewire, you can feel again, you can recover. That starts by breaking the cycle, stepping back from high intensity porn, and reintroducing your body to real sensation, real connection, real presence. Start by slowing down. Let breath guide your body. Let sensation, not stimulation, be your teacher again. Touch, memory, emotion. These are the tools that can restore your vitality. Not because they're moral, because they're real. Give your body rest, give your nervous system softness, and most importantly, give your heart the chance to lead again. Final thoughts: your health, your intimacy, your choice. If you've made it this far, I want to speak to you, not as a doctor, but as someone who truly cares. What we've discussed today isn't just about habits, it's about how your private choices shape your future, your strength, your connection, your sense of self worth. Yes, after 62, your body is different, but it's not done, it's not finished, and it's not too far gone. You can unlearn these habits. You can recover your circulation, your confidence, your intimacy. You can feel again, not just physically, but emotionally, relationally, and spiritually. So here's your next step. Make one small change today. Just one. Slow down, breathe, rest, reconnect. That one shift can begin to reverse what years of quiet damage have done. And if this message spoke to you, don't let it fade away. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and drop "Still Standing Strong" in the comments so I know you're with me. You're not alone, and you're not out of time. Your next chapter can be the best one yet.